morning.
to see you. Brought you some Dunkin.
Thank you. Thank you. Come on in.
Welcome to Coffee with Coaches. I'm Jim Penders, head baseball coach at UConn, and I'm here with our head football coach, Jim Mora. Good to see you, Coach.
Good to see you.
I know you're probably tired of being congratulated on a 6-win season, but congratulations anyway on the progress it's made.
I appreciate you saying congratulations on the progress, because I've had a lot of people say, great season, congratulations on all the success. And that's a hard one for me to swallow, because I want to recognize that we are on the right path and we're doing good things and we did make progress. But I don't think that being 6-6 can be the norm for us.
Right.
It's a good starting point, but that's all it is. And I don't want our players to listen to that noise either, you know, because I think it can affect you and it can lower your standards, and you start to feel too good about, you know, where you are.
Coach Calhoun, I know he used to say, season it's a motion picture, it's not a still photo, but are there a few, maybe one or two still photos? I don't know if it was Liberty, was there an on-field moment that you look back on and it gives you those goosebumps?
It was Liberty,
Yeah.
because it was a significant game. It got us to 6 wins. It made us bowl eligible. It was the first time a lot of the young men in our program had accomplished something of that magnitude to their school or personally. That sticks out to me. And then the other snapshot really was in a loss, and that was at Ball State. I felt like that day, although we lost, we made a lot of growth as a program, because we realized that it was a game that we really had an opportunity to win. And when we didn't win, and we were up, as you know, in the fourth quarter, the mood in the locker room was different than it had been after other losses. And I'm not saying these young men ever accepted the losses, but there was just a different vibe in the locker room. When we came in after Ball State, I felt a frustration, an anger, a disappointment at a level I hadn't felt before. And so I knew at that moment that we as a team had raised our standards. And that game, probably the rest of my life, will be a game that I go back and I say, you know, people always go, what was a defining moment for you? For this program at this time, that was a defining moment for us, and it happened in a loss, which people don't expect you to say.
Yeah, I got to ask you this one. I hate it myself, so I apologize in advance. How are we going to be this year, Coach?
When I was with the Falcons, our owner, Arthur Blank, always wanted us at the start of the year to write down what we thought our record was going to be. And I put 1-0. And he goes, oh, dang it, you know. I said, Arthur, let's say I put 12-4. That's a heck of a good record. I said, well, what 4 games do you want me to just concede right now? Like, I can't concede any games, and yet I'm not going to say 16-0 because we'll lose focus on what we need to do in the immediate future. So I always just the 1-0 mentality. So I think we're going to be 1-0.
Yeah,
there you go.
I use it all the time. Let's go 1-0.
I'm sure you do. Yeah.
Go 1-0 today. So in addition to sharing a first name, we also share fathers who have the same first name, and we share the profession with our fathers. I feel pressure to live up to his legacy, and I'm just wondering if you sense that, you feel that, has it motivated you? What has he given you that you know, that you've taken with you every day in your career?
Well, he's the biggest influence in my life, personally and professionally. I don't really feel a pressure to live up to him. I feel at times a pressure to make him proud by the way our team plays. My dad watches games closely. Now, he'll watch it as a fan on Saturday, right? But he tapes it. And then on Sunday, he goes back and he watches it as a coach. And then I always get the Saturday call after the game, which is congratulations or hang in there, you know, tough loss, you'll bounce back. But on Mondays, I get the real call, you know. Hey, Jimmy, you know, you told me you guys were going to hustle the ball. What's this number 24 guy? I see him, he's loafing all over the field. You say you're going to tackle. I see guys, they're not even wrapping up, you know. And it's a challenging call, obviously, because it's critical, but it's one that I look forward to because I know that it's coming from a great place, and I know it's coming from someone that is honest and really, truly knows what he's talking about. He won almost 200 games as a head coach in his career, so and did a lot of good things. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to listen to this guy.
I was going to ask you, the biggest difference between coaching the NFL and college?
Well, there's a lot of differences. Number one, you know, you're dealing with moms and dads rather than agents and wives, which I like. I'd rather deal with the moms and the dads. What I love about college that you didn't really feel in the NFL is the personal effect you can have on young people and the influence you can have in their life. if you so choose to do. And to me, that's the most rewarding aspect of it. You know, I liked the NFL, but I love college football.
All right, you could be doing a million different things. We both chose to coach 18 to 23-year-old young men that are widely thought of as the most unpredictable, most you know, up and down group, demographic probably in the world. What's your why? Why do you do this?
It started so long ago. My why has changed over the years, right? I mean, it started off much different than it is now. My why now is I do it for the young men that we coach. You know, I do it for the assistant coaches on my staff to help them all get out of life, out of this profession, what they dream of, what they're working towards. You know, I reached a point where it wasn't about me anymore. And I think when I reached that point, a certain sense of calm came over me, and I was able to do my job much more efficiently because it was about others rather than yourself. And you always hear that, you know, we're here to serve. And sometimes I think it's just, you know, lip service. And I finally feel that. I can't say I really have felt it until I got here to UConn. And I was living across the street and really, truly part of this campus that I felt that I don't even know what I'd say, calm, I guess calmness, you know, that I've kind of been searching for. So that's why I do it now.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm lucky.
Thanks for joining us. I know you got a lot of work to do, and we're glad you're here, Coach.
I'm glad to be here.
Keep it going.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate you.
You're welcome. That's it for Coffee with Coaches. We'll see you next time.